3, 2, 1, go!
The amount of upheaval recently, the amount of change that's been going on, and now this. That's right, folks. Jamie Vardy, it's a transfer window, and the only move so far of said window is that Jamie Vardy has left Spal and gone to Granada. And what a spell it was! I mean, what an experience it was. About a million. This has been about £1 million. About £1 million. So that was a waste of money. £1 million. See, lost 4 million this year. $1 million of that, Jamie Vardy. We do, though, have 7.5 million to spend, £17 million in the bank, and some room to manoeuvre now with our wage budget as well. So we could bring in some potential transfers. You are starting today's episode in a transfer window with me. This is the transfer list. As you can see, there's a bevy of players out there, and one name in particular has come up, and I'm interested. That name, of course, is Ruben Dias. He was yet to feature so far this season for Monaco and is worth £22 million. It's a lot of money in it, but a loan deal, I think so. So, Ruben Dias is going to be one of our first arrivals. Hopefully we can register him. Alongside that then, we will have a couple of games for you as well. I've not actually played since our 4-1 victory over Ternana. Some of you actually joined in, thank you. Trapani and Roma are the games for today then. 2 games in a matter of 4 days. And of course, any transfer business that happens in between, you will be seeing firsthand with me, yes. And the next episode will be the end of the transfer window. It's like I've planned it. Now, Pozovec is struggling for a wee bit of fitness. His handling and reflexes are still quite good. So I think we keep him here for now. I think this might be the position, though, that we strengthen next. It was 1.8 million. He doesn't keep a lot of clean sheets, does Pozovec. We'll look in this window for a goalkeeper, perhaps. I'm just thinking, fitness-wise, he's just concerned today, but as the bigger picture is starting to form, he's 24 and he's not really improving. I was kind of hoping he'd be improving. Miguel Silva is the only goalkeeper on the transfer list, and he's currently at Liverpool after being bought from a Portuguese side. So I don't think he's going to be the next keeper in here. I'm thinking, next time we get a keeper, though, regen, because they're fun. And plus, it's easy to be annoyed at a regen goalkeeper because he can't be offended in real life. Okay then, 4-3-1-2 for them, and we're playing our very familiar diamond. I've just realised now that Toscano could be back and playing. I've literally put out the exact same sides that I used in the last game. That comes from not concentrating. So well done me. Wouldn't happen in real life, would it? That would not happen in real life. Luckily, I did manage to put them on the bench, so all is not lost. But Barloco and Toscano, can't believe what's occurred. I wonder if that ever happens. I wonder if managers ever accidentally pick the wrong players for their starting lineup. I can't imagine it happens very often. Anyway, so far this season, as you can see on the left-hand side, we are in 6th position with a chance at some European football, and today's game should be a routine victory. Based on the season so far, based on where they are in the league table, you would think, even though we're away from home, that Herbs and Spices up top will be able to do the business. I should say now, right, if you've got a duo, a partnership, maybe a regen partnership, because they're always more fun, give them a name. I think that it makes it a lot more fun, I find. So as we come forward here, by the way, Pereira, ball across, Renzi's there, heads it home, Spices with the first. But no, and if you already have got a duo, maybe, what is their name for them? Or maybe you're now thinking, I do have a strike partnership and this is going to be the name. Let me know in the comment section, what is your duo name? Maybe you've got a trio, maybe you've got 3 in your team. Let me know in the comment section, what is your duo? And I'm intrigued. I'm going to be reading them all and I'll reply to some of the best ones. You see here though, Renzi header, just heads it. That was what I was acting out. Right, as we approach half-time then, in this first game, we've got the 1-0 lead. We're looking pretty comfortable. We're actually level on points with a few sides up there as well. And I'm going to calmly say, I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. We're in the lead. They're happy. Excellent team talk from Dr. Benchy FM. Note that down in your reviews of today's video. Imagine if people reviewed these videos. That'd be weird. I'm really not enjoying the Yap Stan performance throughout this series. Oh, okay. No need for that sort of review. I should say, despite the fact we're in a 1-0 lead and the time is ticking away, barely anything's going on. Yosu, Heise, not having outstanding games. Hatterbo at the back, not really doing anything either. I think what we'll do to mix things up is we'll go back to our more sort of regular lineup, which means we're going to bring in Toscano instead of Balak, and we'll bring on Barloco for Hatterbo, and then just switch these 2 fullbacks over and just play what we've always known, and hopefully nothing changes too much. Although I don't really make defensive changes too often, so this might be a bit weird. I mean, this is a highlight before the changes take place, as well, that I wouldn't call it convincing. Okay, we're working it into the centre here. Lucas on it. Back out to Pereira on this right-hand side. Ball whipped in. Doesn't find anyone, but Sousa does pick it up. Back into Yosu now. If he gets a strike on goal, well, he almost breaks the crossbar. I've never seen someone disrespect the equipment so much. So far in the game, they're at 10, well, now 5 minutes. Time is ebbing away. Heisa, free kick. Whips it towards Nkudu. Cleared, though. And now they've got a chance to bring this away. We're still on attacking. Well, it's broken to Renzi. He's through on goal. Renzi, oh, he doesn't miss from there, and he's prolific. Amano. Get it right, Ben. Amano Renzi then with the finish, and it's a 2-0 lead for us. You can see clean through on goal, and doesn't mess up the 1v1, and that's what you want to see from a striker. Clinical finishing from Renzi, and I did inquire about Renzi, maybe buying him. 144 million was the initial negotiation, so maybe another loan deal next season. Who knows? I want to try and keep him for as long as possible. That's the plan here. They're coming forward late doors. Are they going to nab one? No, they ain't. And that, my friends, should be the end of that. And a good performance from us as well. Another 2-0 win, another victory on the cards. And this run may well continue. Coming up next, though, Roma down in 13th. They are there for the taking. And this one ends then 2-0 to Spal. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Well done, lads. Good win. They like the team talk. I mean, note it down in your review. You're not leaving reviews. Now, of course, we're in a transfer window. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. The question is, will anything happen? Apparently a Turbe's available. Is he the kind of player you would bring in? I mean, I'm not using wingers, but if I were, he's someone I'd definitely consider. The Ruben Dias offer has been accepted, so we may well be loaning him back at some point. 22 million for him is, I dare say, extortionate, considering he doesn't even play. Like, come on now. I've just noticed there, by the way, that I think Nkulu... Did I call him Nkudu earlier? That's not his name. Nkudu is leaving for the African Cup of Nations soon. So I do actually need a centre-back. This is great planning. How do you do it, Ben? How do you think of all these things? I keep getting... My scouts in Scotland have been there for about 3 years. They offer me Scottish players that I'm never going to use. Renzi has been named as Player of the Week. How many times has he won Player of the Week? He's won it 5 times. This is his 5th time winning Player of the Week. Well done to Renzi. And also in Team of the Week, well, Nkulu, we've got Casola and Pereira all make it into Team of the Week, as does Kevin Strutman for Roma, of course, who are playing next. Heis is now a 4-star player, which, he's got 15 finishing. Oh, Dorian, for whatever reason, 15 finishing just looks better. And there it is. Lovely old job. And he's progressing beautifully. 7 passing now. Do you remember when he had 3? Oh, those were the days. It's taken just probably about a year and a half, I would say, to get him to that level. Maybe 2 years, actually. I mean, that's not bad. That's good training. Right, I've got all these players to scout, and I mean, why not just apply all? Let's get them all found out. Found out? They're not criminals, are they? Well, some of them might be. I've had an offer for Chablis. Now, if we let Chablis go for what is a quite cheap price, if you don't mind me saying so, we're going to have to bring somebody else in, and that is quite exciting. So I think we will let him go. I've played him. I've not played him apart from that one cup game. So let's accept the offer. It's 475k. It's not a lot. We are losing money on him, but I never play the lad, sadly. Now, I've got some of these scout reports coming through. Goalkeepers and strikers are what we're looking for, not defenders. They are necessary. I mean, Kasper Schmeichel apparently is available on a compensation. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. No logic there. Right, getting towards our next game against Roma. Ooh, Roma. What? Leave it. Okay, little change at the back then. Barloco and Pereira are now our full-backs. A little bit of a change. Hattabor drops to the bench. Luca is out bloody suspended, isn't he? So he can't feature today, which means that Balak keeps his place in the middle, but Toscano comes in that defensive midfield spot, and then everyone else remains the same. I'm actually going to play again Heisa as the advanced forward, Renzi as the poacher, and let's see how we get on then. They're both scoring goals. Can they do it again today in slightly tougher opposition in Roma? Roma then have Berardi. They've got Klassen there. Benteke up top. I mean, oh, dearie me. Might be a tricky game. Lafont in goal as well. Very good goalkeeper. And we're going to have our wits about us. We, though, with our diamond formation, with our 2 boys up front, got every chance. I tell you what, I'll win here. And I'm just saying, European football, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we probably won't be involved. But no, in fairness, we're up to 5th. If we win today, we'll probably stay in 5th. But that's not bad. Already 20 minutes in. I've barely kicked off. Hi, sir. Free kick. Dorian! Dorian with a free kick. It is magnificent. Captain Dorian with the strike. People question why he's a captain. I mean, don't question it. Just enjoy it. I mean, this free kick from Dorian it's Andy Talloy-esque. In fact, if you're scoring a free kick like that, ladies and gentlemen, number 71, Dorian Heisa. I don't know what the bit at the end was. Oh, throwback. Little throwback. From now on, scores free kicks, he gets a Tannoy announcement. I think it's only fair. It's at this point I need to say that if you didn't watch the Salford story, this is going to be very confusing. But now, just be aware. I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. Everybody's loving it. And right then, there we go. What a first half. A heist free kick. We go out there, we're looking happy, and Roma have got it all to do. I mean, they're not having a great season, admittedly. Them and Lazio struggling so far this year. But you've got to be happy with the performance so far. You really do. Right, it's Roma that come forward, though. Klassen, deep here, and it's... I mean, deep's a strange phrase. To the byline. Pulls it back for Christian Beneteke, whose 4th goal of the season, makes it 1-1. And now we're gone. And you can see Perez puts it down the line. It's Klassen who takes it to the byline. Smart pullback. And we're not really marking him, if we're completely honest. I mean, defensively, Casola can do more. The question is, what do you change? So far, I've only scored a free kick. We're not massively in the game. It's a conundrum. 15 minutes to go, though. 75 minutes on the clock. And I might look for a little change. And I'm tempted to confuse them. Yosu and Renzi, neither of which are in particularly good games. So let's go out wide and let's see what we can do in these wide areas. We've got wingers out there. Padaghini, who was great for me last season, he's going to come on. Kelvin on the other side. We've got about 15 minutes to go. Can we find a winner, changing things up ever so slightly? Hopefully we don't concede, because this will have been a mistake. I mean, the time has ticked away. There's been no highlights. I mean, what? Nothing's happened. What a switch, Ben. I mean, it really has. I should have exploited the flanks. I should have changed my instructions. But regardless of that, it looks as if... Go on, get rid of it. That job done. 1-1 though against Roma, who I think on paper we would all say have got a better side than me. It's a decent performance. I'm not going to act happy though. I'm going to say it's not good enough tonight. We set higher standards. Roma are having a poor year, and a draw though I actually think it's not bad, but I want them to think it's not good enough. So it inspires them to do more, and hopefully it will do. What we'll do is we won't play the next game, but we will sit through a little bit more of the transfer window. We'll see if we get our loan signing in. Of Mr. Diaz, and then we'll go from there. And again, what do you think we need? I'm looking at the transfer list here, but that's only to really see who's available. I still think central midfielders might be the tonic. It might be worth looking at a few other loan options out there. Again, Ruben Diaz, though, certainly the priority right now, but I think central midfielders, we could certainly do with a couple. Is there any names out there that you think, you've got to think, right, 2021, who's blossoming at this point, but maybe not to the extent where we can't get them in? Or is it time to go regen hunting? And that is what I'll leave you with. Is it time to go regen hunting? If so, by next episode, I will have had a little look around. It'll be the end of the transfer window, and hopefully some deals have been done. But we'll just quickly see then, is Diaz coming in or not? Right, there's a few bits of information going on here. Kelvin, interestingly, is wanted on a loan deal, though. And it's interesting, we've not really played Kelvin. I mean, we got him in on a free transfer. Would you let Kelvin go out and get his game? Now, the interesting thing about Kelvin is that, one, they'll be offering me a fee for a player that hasn't really played all that much this year, and we didn't actually pay anything for, and I think they have to pay it. If we say 2 million on that, I don't think that's too bad. They've gone to 1.6. If I say 1.8, they think that's fine. I think getting him out for that price isn't too bad. Again, we brought him in for nothing. It pays off the Vardy debacle, doesn't it? Also, the board have requested me to discuss... I'm extending my contract. I think it's a fantastic idea. Yes, please. Let's sort that out. And you may well have noticed as well then, Diaz can come in, £28,000 a week, 135 paying monthly fee, and I think to play alongside Casola when we lose Nkudu for the remainder of the African nations, this is the guy that will come in and do a fantastic job for us. So, new contract's been offered. We've brought in another centre-back. I still think a midfielder, and now also with Shabley leaving, we're going to need a striker as well. Again, names in the comment section, or would you like to see me go regen hunting? If you would, leave a comment, leave a like, and I will see you again next time then. With love, with care, from me that's Benji. Until next time, goodbye, have a good day, have a great day, or a good evening, or a good morning, depending on when you're watching this. Cheerio, boys.